Alright, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we are doing a replay analysis for my man JakeJamesJ. He has been waiting an eternity for me to get to this because we had an issue where his first file corrupted and I couldn't get it to come up. And now he gave me his second one a while ago, but I haven't gotten to it. I apologize. I think it's been like a little over a week since you sent this to me, but I just haven't had time. So now we're gonna go ahead and get to it. This is actually, according to his email, it is a scrim from his university team. So it's kind of all over the place. He is a champ 2, but his teammates are diamond 2 and champ 1. The other team is champ 3, champ 2, and diamond 3. I've watched through this a couple times, and if that's really the other team's ranks, I am incredibly surprised. No offense to you. I'm not saying you're lying, but my goodness, they just don't work together very well. But yeah, let's go ahead and get right into it. Okay, obviously we want to hit that boost on the first try. I'm sure you usually do, but yeah. I don't mind the quick play just to see how they're gonna do with it, how they're going to respond. Early game is very testing out and seeing what the other team is capable of. I like that you're rotating back. Okay, I want to see how you went for this. Okay, so that's a double jump and then boost aerial. So I'm going to say, luckily for you, I just put up a how to properly fast aerial tutorial, and I would recommend you go watch it, because if you did what I recommended in that tutorial, you probably would have hit this ball and you probably would have scored. So that's one thing that I want to recommend to you. Check it out, it's on the channel just a few videos back. But I understand it's a difficult read to make as well. That might be a reason, like you might have been able to get to it with this aerial, and you just didn't read it right. But yeah, I'm still gonna recommend that. But I understand, like, you're kind of in a rush because you are pressured on this, but obviously we want to hit it, so let's work on that a little bit. All right, that's flashy. I'm gonna kind of get my feelings on this out of the way. Flashy is fun, and the game is about fun, so I understand it, but I would recommend in most cases that you don't do something like this, just because 9 times out of 10 it probably isn't working out this way, especially as you get higher ranked and defenses could easily cope with what's going on here, and double committing is bad, like, regardless of your rank. So, you know, it's nice, it's a good goal, but refrain from similar things in the future, for the sake of your rank, at least. Unless you're not one to really care about rank too much, but judging by the fact you sent me this replay, I'm going to go ahead and guess you are motivated by your rank. I like the patience, allowing your teammate to go for that. Interesting play. I think you could have got this ball on the wall here. If you kind of like jump and pinch it up against the wall, you would have kind of just forced it to roll up the wall, and you would have been able to like get next to it and side flip or something like that and pass it out mid for a teammate. That was a good pass, actually, just not very well dealt with by your teammate. And then a good read to stop that shot there. This is good because you didn't go direct. You did a lot really good here, right in a row. The pass, and then dealing with this shot, blocking that really well. And then when you're in this position, not trying to cut this and go directly to net, but taking it out wide is the reason you beat the one guy, because he expects you to just cut in. And that was a good pass. It's easily scoreable. and the pressure led to a goal. So, good job. All right, that's the second time that getting up for a ball in time has been an issue. So again, proper fast aerials would help you here in this scenario. But on top of that, yeah, I think if you were comfortable with fast aerialing, you should be able to get up fast enough to hit this ball into the corner instead of scraping it backward like that. Your teammate dealt with it all right though, so not the end of the world. Good patience and good pass. A decent passing play. It's hard to get a shot off on that because there's just no momentum on the ball, so it is what it is, but it's a good attempt. Here, at this point, you're rotating out. It's actually kind of poor rotation from your whole team because you and Cam are rotating out at the same time. And that's not good because now it's going to be confusing about which one of you is going to go in first. I guess technically you, but because you're turning on the same side and you unfortunately get bumped, and Cam probably thinks he's supposed to go, and he goes and gets it chipped over the top of him. So that one is just like, as a unit, work on your rotations. You don't want to both be coming back at the same time, because then when it comes time for you to go forward, both of you are going to want to go forward at the same time too, and that's just not good. I like the idea to cheat every now and then in threes. I don't like it in twos, but in threes it puts on good pressure if your teammate wins the kickoff. So I like it. You get good pressure off it. I think you could have been up earlier for that ball and hit it off the wall into the middle, and it might have been a good pass instead of, it seems like you kind of just try to flail at it a little bit. Not the perfect touch, obviously, but not bad. This one, this aerial coming up here, is another example of you're going into the air not really nearly high enough to hit it. And I'm not trying to dog on you or anything, I'm just genuinely trying to help you out. I think that you really need to work on your aerials, your pace of aerials, and on top of that, hesitating before you go for the aerial. Because if you don't hesitate for this and you know how to aerial fast, you beat this guy by a mile. But because you hesitate and your aerials aren't as fast as they could possibly be, and maybe you're not reading it perfectly, you don't get high enough, you get there second, and you get beaten. And this aerial really isn't a good thing to go for in the first place, because even if you win, it's not optimal because your teammate is in the corner with you. So if it bounces off and goes mid, your third can't go for it, because then all three of you are forward and it's not safe. Good win on the kickoff. And then with this one, I think you just jump a little bit too early. What my best guess is that if you're a champ 2 and someone shoots this ball from right here, you expect a lot more pace on it than what ends up coming off. And as a result, you jump a little too early because you think that the ball is going to be coming faster. And then that makes this a difficult aerial. So I don't really know what to recommend in this situation, other than not playing with lower ranked players. But obviously you can't avoid that because it's a part of being on your university team. So yeah, I guess maybe wait just a little bit see the pace of the ball before you jump for it. From that distance, you should be able to save most things, even if they really bang it, because you were in a very good position. I think you just expected the ball to be a little faster there, and you get extremely lucky that that dude straight up missed the ball. And you guys almost scored off it too. I like the decision not to challenge that, but just kind of go up and fake that you're going to challenge so that they have to touch it over you. That should really be a goal from your teammate. A little unfortunate. Here is, I know I'm kind of dogging you on this a little bit, but if you aerialed faster, more directly at the ball, you would beat him to this by a mile, because you guys tied the way that you guys went for it. If you went faster at it and went for a point further forward, like if you went for it when the ball was right about there, right there, if you were aiming to hit the ball right here where it is, exactly how your car is, just a little bit higher, you'd score this every single time, and the dude's not even close to touching it. So again, with the aerialing faster and not hesitating, one thing that a lot of people don't realize is there's a little voice in your head that says go or don't go, and whatever that voice says, you just have to trust it, because the only way to improve your judgment on a split-second scenario is to make the wrong decision, get beaten by a mile, and remember it next time. Then next time your brain is going to say, no, you're going to get completely destroyed if you go for that ball. You got to turn. And you'll make the right decisions more of the time. The more you just trust the little voice in your head, go or don't go, you can't score that. So try to trust yourself a little bit. And like once the thought comes into your mind, I could score that, go. Because you just need to train yourself to make a decision and go. Especially the higher up you get, the faster the games are going to be. And that little quarter second of maybe I shouldn't, whatever, is going to keep you from getting to the ball, and you're going to get beaten to it. In this position, you are significantly too close as the third man. This could be pinched out like very easily over your head, or cleared very easily over your head. It might be because you're playing in a game with lower ranked players and the game is like incredibly slow right now, that you're kind of like itching to get in there and your teammate just isn't rotating out, and it's frustrating. But you got to stay further back. You are the protection for the worst case scenario right now, and you are almost in their box. So anything goes over your head, they score. It's just not a good place to be in. That corner read, I'm just going to briefly touch. Like, it's a difficult read, yes, but for someone who's champ 2, I think you should hit that most of the time. I think you just happened to misread it that time, so I'm not going to go into it too deeply. A good power clear there. Puts it in an awkward spot. But then going for this demo, I don't agree with. Because the last you saw the ball, it is the other team's possession. So trying to use all your boost and go to kill the goalie isn't really going to get anything. Especially like the ball, from what you just saw, is like near the ceiling and near the wall. And your teammates aren't like god tier players, so even if you do blow up this goalie, you're probably not going to be able to score off it. No offense to anybody, just I don't agree with that demo attempt. Just rotate back there. That was good to wait. You let your other guy get out before you went too far in. And then you bailed him out when he misread that, so not bad. In a game like this, where it's super slow and there's like almost no aerial play, as a champ too, I would recommend you take this straight up the wall and just keep it as high as you can. Carry it all the way to the goal, because you have aerial confidence that a lot of these players probably don't. So if you work on that, realize that so much of this game has been played on the ground, very minimal aerials. These people don't seem to be comfortable in the air. That's why I said at the beginning that, like, I'm really surprised that these are a champ 3 and a champ 2, like 2 of the other guys. I honestly couldn't tell you which one was champ 3 and which one was diamond 3 based off of how they've been playing. So yeah, I would take to the air more in games like this, where everyone is grounded all the time. It's a decent center ball. Unfortunately, your teammates missed it. Both of them took an attempt. That's funny. I would like to see you go forward at this ball. You very rarely ever want to like jump in place and like try to kill the ball where it is, or go backward like you kind of did a little bit here. Just trust in your ability to know where that ball is going and fast aerial and hit it rather than going backward. That's kind of you being unsure. And if you focus on being sure in this scenario, again, that'll just train you as to what you are capable of, how the ball is going to bounce, all of that. That's an incredibly unfortunate second touch there. And then there should be communication between the two of you. If you guys are on a university team, I'm assuming you're in comms right now. So probably not a good idea to double commit on this. Just talk a little more. You got him there for a reason. Why is everyone sit? Oh, okay. Apparently lag. Welcome to Rocket League, I guess. All right, that's the game. You won. Good job on that part, but some basic things I want to go over. I mean this in the politest way possible when I say what I'm about to say. You strike me as someone who has made it incredibly high rank in relationship to the hours you have, because probably you're someone who's very smart in the way that you play, but I can tell just by like the way you land when you flip, and the way that you kind of miss balls in the air, and the way that you're not super confident with reading. It seems like you don't really have a lot of hours. So I would say that you should focus more on being like just mechanically tight, because if you can improve your mechanics, which everybody thinks that when you say someone is mechanically good, that they like do flip resets and ceiling shots and air dribbles and all that, and that's not what I'm trying to say. Mechanics to me is just your ability to control your car, make it do exactly what you want. You know, always recovering on the wall with your nose facing down and your wheels on the wall so you can just drive straight down. Boosting down when you have extra boost for your recoveries. Wave dashing all over the field, playing way faster than this game was, which I understand. Low ranked players, you might not play anything like how you played this game. I have no idea. It's literally the only game I've seen you play, and the ranks are all over the place. So it's a little bit difficult it's a little bit difficult to be able to tell exactly how you play all the time off of this just one game. But yeah, so I would say focus on your mechanics a little more. Things like my fast aerial tutorial I just put up would be a good one for you based on what I saw in this. Your rotations as a team were okay most of the time, but there was a few little things that should be communicated out, in my opinion. I mean, you guys are on a team together, so yeah. All right, but aside from that one, that's going to be it for this replay analysis. If any of you guys out there want this similar sort of thing done for you, go ahead down below. There is a link to my Discord. In my Discord, I have directions for how to send these replays to me, but below that somewhere there is my email, and the email you can send it directly to. But if you check out the Discord, makes it a little easier for me to understand what's going on, because I ask you to give me certain things in like information and whatever. But anyway, hopefully I helped you out with this one. I'm not trying to be mean or anything. I'm just trying to help you get better, and the easiest way to do that is to point out your flaws. So that's what happened. Alright, that's gonna be it for this video. If you liked it, go ahead, like the like button down below. Hit the sub button if you want to see more helpful coaching content just like this, or tutorials or anything else. Maybe hit the bell, and I will see all of you guys in the next video. Peace.